Hello and welcome. My name is Gene, and today we're going to do a pretty floor based practice, giving yourself a little time to open the heart some, all while getting extra bits of movement in the back, in the hip area. So, to start off, find a comfortable seat on your mat. Sit bones pressed on the ground in whatever seat you choose for yourself. And then welcome a couple of concentrated, mindful breaths. Inhale through the nose. As you gather air in the lungs, chart the path. And then also charting the path outward as you breathe out through the nose or sigh through the mouth. Second breath at your pace. And then one more inhale here. And exhale, sigh it out through the mouth once more. Good job. As you've given 3 breaths of entering a space of knowingness for your practice, you're going to want to grab a blanket and set this blanket out essentially at the back of your mat where your head would be. Roll this blanket halfway, and then from here, you're going to lay yourself down. The idea is to feel your shoulder blades and that wingspan part of your back supported by your blanket. You're getting a soft chest opening here. Bit of a curvature in that thoracic area of your spine. And then the legs move to a place. Feet are soft out to the sides. Now you're hanging out here for 5 minutes just to start really settling your spine onto the ground. Eyes can be opened or closed, whatever you'd like. And finally, your arms, you can have them out to the sides. Maybe this is a nice time to place a hand on the heart and a hand on the abdomen. If you'd like to find that more recognized and realized ebb and flow of breath. But all your choice. Good job. As you've given a moment or two here, this can be a nice place to invite an intention for your practice today. What's something that you want to embody with your practice? What is a word, a thought, an emotion that draws itself up to the surface with your more concentrated, activated breath? Now, while the heart space itself might be the more elevated part of your body, your entire spine, specifically the curvature of your spine, is benefiting from this place. So any intention of balance, of finding a sense of equal footing or anything that encourages a restabilization of yourself can all be suitable intentions for your practice or anything that you'd like. You're at about the halfway point of your time in this supported fish. So, be with your body, be with your breath, and introduce yourself to the idea of holding some shapes for longer periods of time. Let yourself feel what your body needs to feel here. 2 more minutes, just for you to breathe and be. You are doing great. Final minute. Breathe. Wiggle your fingertips and toes in your supported fish. And allow this time for your intention to really root itself in the space that you're making. What will flower with time, with tenderness of self, and a compassionate breath. Great job. Now your torso is going to remain pretty stationary for your practice, supported by the blanket underneath you in your supported fish. But taking another inhale, you're going to reach the arms overhead. Give yourself a nice good stretch from the tips of your toes, feet pointed to your mat. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend your knees one leg at a time, or maybe both. Bring them to your chest. From here, you can make some circles with your knees, moving in the direction of your choice 2 or 3 times. And then reversing that circle 2 or 3 times, just finding that synergistic sense of self. Good job. Once you've moved the legs a bit, you can also open the knees out to the sides, your underarm area, widening and flattening your sacrum against the ground. And you can even flex your feet to the sky. Grab your big toes, grab your feet, or the sides of the feet. This is your happy baby, Ananda Balasana. And same thing. You can be still, you can rock side to side. It's all what holds space for your body today and always. So now we're going to move into a little bit of a reflective series, starting on one side with some postures and then taking that same set from the other side, just in the reverse order. So, to begin, you're going to take a breath in, open your arms out to the sides, and then as you exhale, drop your knees to your right side of the space. whatever your personal right side may be, giving yourself a spinal twist. Take a couple of moments here and breathe. You have the option to take your right hand, place it on top of the left thigh for a little more depth in your twist. You can even turn your gaze to the left side, the opposite direction of your legs, if you'd like to deepen your twist just a little bit more. If your body doesn't quite want to twist so much today, you can take your torso with you and do more of a fetal position, that primordial pose to a side. Take another minute or so here and breathe. Whatever you do, commit to your choice, honor that choice, but also know that you're welcome to change your postural self at any time with your practice. It's about making a space for your intention to truly be and thrive. Great job. Last 2 breaths here. And if part of your twist today involves looking away from the legs, you're going to turn your gaze back toward the ceiling above you, and then guide your right hand under the legs. Take an inhale, help the legs to center. Once they arrive, keep the right knee in towards your chest. As you exhale, send the left leg down onto your mat. Going to move into another twist here, just taking it more of a cross body. So, on your next inhale, the right hand plants down on the ground to your right side. And then your left hand on your right leg will exhale. Guide that right leg over the body, taking whatever degree of this twist is most comfortable for you. Now, your right leg does not have to touch the ground in any capacity. You're here for 2 minutes, though, in this twist. You might feel it a little more in the hip space, the lumbar spine. And in chakra language, you may find some resonance here in your Muladhara chakra, your Svadhisthana chakra, and a little bit into your Manipura, your root, your sacrum, and your solar plexus, respectively. Take another minute and 15 seconds or so here, breathe. But know that you don't have to stay in a place if it doesn't serve your body. And this whole time, you still have your torso elevated, giving yourself that little bitty heart opener. Maybe it causes some extra bits of the self to stir around. Treating your practice much like the ladle in a pot. How are you stirring the ingredients of your breath, your intention, your focus? And if you found yourself wanting a little bit of soup, I would certainly be in the same mindset. A few more breaths here. Good job. As you take your next inhale, you're going to help the right leg come back to your center. Nice and easy. And then as you exhale, planting the right foot on your mat. From here, you're just opening the right knee out to your side, taking a fallen tree. Same thing here, just hanging out for 2 minutes. Now remembering that small sequence that you've given yourself. You started with a twist to the right, you took a cross-body twist to the left, and now you're moving into this reclined tree or fallen tree. Allow yourself a moment to notice the opening in your right hip. And you're always welcome to grab a nearby block and then set that block underneath your right knee. All the while, the sole of the right foot finds a home against the side of your left leg. And taking your last 3 breaths here. In truth, these 3 postures can be ones held for longer periods of time. This is just a little introduction to what the body can find in these holds. You're kind of moving into the realm of yin yoga, that sense of moving the fascia or webby tissues around the muscles around a bit. But finding your next breath, the right hand moves under the right knee, bring that knee up facing the sky, and then exhale, right leg sends itself on the mat. Take a rebound here. Also a nice time to help yourself up very gently. And drink yourself some water if you'd like. Always using your rebound to notice what your body is feeling, what changes, what you've made space for, and even what you've chosen to let go of. If you did use a prop for your tree on the right side, also a nice time to send that prop to the left. Because now, when you're ready, back on your mat, with the blanket underneath your heart space, elevating yourself upward very softly. You're going to take a breath in, and then breathe out, bending the left knee, sole of the left foot on your mat. From here, you're opening that left knee to the left side. Got the block nearby to catch the knee for your fallen tree. 2 minutes here. Now, moving through a mirrored practice can be a really nice moment to give affirmation to yourself, much like you're looking at your own reflection in a mirrored surface. Affirmations, or mantras as they are also referred to, are great ways of emboldening, bolstering, nurturing the self for whatever the day ahead brings, or whatever you would like for tomorrow. So what is taking root in yourself? What are you allowing to nurture and grow within? Last minute here. Great job. As your next inhale arrives, the left hand eases under the left leg, help the knee point back to center. And then taking an inhale, you're going to lift that left foot off the ground, bend the left knee in the body. And then exhale, right hand comes up, easing the left leg over, cross the body to your right side, cross body twist. If your left shoulder needs to come off the ground in any way, that's totally fine. Taking 2 minutes to hang out here and breathe. And in these twists, you can find a great opportunity to check in with your heartbeat. As the blanket is not supporting as much of your spine while you're here, so maybe it's a good time to reflect on what that nice long hold of a fish is doing for your body. It's also great, again, for maintaining that curvature of the spine. You think of all the seats that you sit down in with the straight backs that might force your spine to move into certain ways. And that may not always be the most comfortable after a while. Almost there, breathe. And then taking another inhale, your right hand will help ease the left leg back to center, bring the knee to your chest. And then exhale, bend the right knee, bringing your right knee now to your chest. Once the legs meet, inhale, the arms open outward to your sides. And then exhale, take your spinal twist now to the left, rounding out this mirrored sequence. This side of your twist will actually be taking you into your Savasana today. Again, a nice short floor-based practice just to give you a little time for yourself. And even a moment of pause in the frenetic pace of this world can be a great time for restabilizing, recentering, realigning yourself with whatever it is that you'd like. You're approaching that halfway point of your time. Breaths to go. And just like before, take a breath in. You're going to help that set of legs back to the center. And then exhale. Now bring both legs down, send them out to the top of your mat, extended forward. This is your rebound. This is your moment to move in any little ways you want to move. And then drink some water if you'd like. But ultimately, start finding your personal savasana, whether it's staying in corpse pose, whether you want to take a seat and just move the body a bit. We're just going to give a few moments here, collect the experience of your practice today. What did you feel? What did you move through, even as you were being still? And observe your breath, your heartbeat. How have those places shifted, adjusted, or maybe they stayed constant throughout your practice today? Savasana is indeed the reflection time that is further augmented by the reflective nature of your 3 posture practice, all of which began with an extended time in supported fish, the blanket serving as a nice aid. So take a couple moments here, enjoy your savasana, let go of any tension, shake it off the body very briefly before being still, and know that you can always move at any time. How do you hold space for yourself is the most important question to ask. But with that said, enjoy this bit for yourself. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. And start to begin the journey back. A couple of minutes to allow this experience to wash over your body. All the while, your soft, focused breath is taking air in through the nose, guiding it down to your lungs. And that same soft air is guiding out to the nose or mouth, whichever place is suited for you. The fingertips and toes start to wiggle. The wrists and ankles begin to circle. And you give your body any movements for yourself that honor and strengthen your tether to the corporeal plane. All the while, give some gratitude to yourself for moving through this still practice in some sense, but equally dynamic in what processes you are inviting yourself to experience. Taking even a 3-posture practice and giving it a mirrored or reflected approach can help you see yourself from a different light and in a different perspective. What is the mirror of your practice reflecting back to you today? As ever, you're welcome to end this reflective journey in your Savasana shape, whether it's on your mat, on your spine, or meeting me in a final seat. Always your choice. The arms and legs sealing themselves in a way that holds space for you. And then taking one last breath in through your nose, and then out, sighing through the mouth. Offer love, offer balance, offer self-equalization. Everything lines itself in the ways you want. This is your reality to create. This is your moment to be. It has been my humble honor to have shared space with you today, as you have shared space with me. May you continue to live this life in your authentic way, bringing forth your signature shine and radiance to this beautiful planet we share, just as that same shine and radiance have been bolstered by your mats today. The luminosity in me cherishes, respects, and will always celebrate the luminous blooming heart in you. Shanti. Namaste. Thank you again for making some time for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this soft but really introspective practice, examining how we even ourselves out in the helter-skelterness of the world. Even with all the noise and all of the background stuff that happens around, you still give yourself time to be, to exist, just as you are meant to. Until we meet again, namaste.